problem. Sharp. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday afternoon to you. Happy Monday afternoon. I hope everyone is happy, fine, and super as I am. Right. So today we're doing literacy. Earlier on, we're doing numeracy, we're doing subtraction. Now we are doing literacy. Literacy. So since we're doing literacy, we're doing English. We're in English first additional language. We are going to be doing a sound today. We're going to be doing a sound. I know I promised everyone that we're going to do some sentence writing, but I thought that since we have not started with the consonant blends, we haven't started with any consonants. So since we haven't started with any consonants, I was like, but we would not, it would not be fair if we haven't started with any consonants. So I said, let's start with all the consonant blends as possible, and let's also do all the, let's start with all the consonant blends, the simpler one, the simplest one out of every one of them. And then after we do that, we do 2 more sounds. After those 2 more sounds, then eventually we're going to now start to do sentences, because then now we have a bigger amount of, like, not going to say bigger amount of words, but more words that we can work with. So at the end, at the very end, closer to the end, I think maybe closer to the time when you're supposed to go to school, that's when now we'll start saying, okay, let's start now, start doing what did I say? Let's start doing some sentences, right? So now let's do a lot of sounds and let's do a lot of reading. Remember what I always tell you, that every Thursday we read. Every single Thursday we read. So when you see that it's Thursday on the calendar and it's the day before Friday, you must know that we're going to be doing reading. That must be in your mind forever, right? Forever and ever, that Thursdays belong to reading. Right, so we're going to identify the consonant, also consonant blend called ch, right? Ch. And we're also going to be able to read and apply the words. Read and apply the words. We are going to do questions at the end of the lesson, because there's the system that we're using now will better enable us to do it at the end. So let us do it at the end. So we're doing a consonant blend called ch. The sound ch comes at the beginning of the word. So now we're looking at it. When the sound goes ch, right? So it's ch. You say the words both together, the k of c and the h of h. You say it as ch. When you sound both of them, you sound them together. So it's ch. When you sound out, you must make sure the consonant is together. So consonants. Now let me explain what are consonants. We have vowels. Vowels are a, e, I, o, u. Ne? Vowels are a, e, I, o, u, which is a, e, I, o, and u. Those are vowels. There are only 5. Everything else in the alphabet we call a consonant. So everything else in the alphabet is called a consonant. So we have a, e, I, o, and u. Then everything else we call it a consonant. The words of consonants are like cheese, chip, cheer, choose. So you say ch, ch, always ch, ch. You mix them together. So it's words in cheese, chip, cheer, choose. Let me open it. See, let me do this. I want to use something. Let me use a laser pointer. So we've got cheese, chip, cheer, choose. Cheese, chip, cheer, choose. Cheese, chip, cheer, choose. Always until you get tired. Now hear the sound. It's chicken, cheese, challenge, chair, chain, choose, choice, cheer, cheek, chat, cheap, chat, cheat, cheap. Let's say it together. Chicken, cheese, challenge, chair, chain, choose, choice, cheer, cheek, chat, cheat, cheap, cheap, cheat, chat, cheek, cheer, choice, choose, chain, chair, challenge, cheese, chicken. I am giving you guys now 2 minutes to write these words down. 2 minutes to write these words down. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes has started now. Chicken, cheese, challenge, chair, chain, choose, choice, chair, cheek, chat, cheat, cheap. 2 minutes to write the words down. I said earlier on in our numeracy lesson that whenever you do a lesson with me, make sure you have a pen and a paper and a book. I'm giving you 2 minutes to write this down. All of these words: chicken, cheese, challenge, chair, choose, choice, chair, cheek, chat, cheat, and cheap. Two minutes to write these words down. 2 beautiful minutes. 2 beautiful minutes. I'll add another 2 minutes now because I know we have a lot of time. So I'll add another 2 minutes now if you didn't have a pen and paper with you. So I'll give you guys another 2 minutes to write chicken, cheese, challenge, chair, chain, choose, choice, cheer, cheek, chat, cheat, cheap. So I'll give you guys another 2 minutes to do it while I explain. Right. So, chicken. What is chicken? Chicken is meat. It's part of meat, but it's more of it's one of the birds that can't fly, but it's ones that we can eat. You understand? Chicken is what is also used a lot for our KFCs, our chicken licken. You see, the fast food restaurants, that's what they use for chicken. So we know our chicken is it's a bird, but it can't fly, and it gives us eggs. Yes, it gives us eggs and meat. We could say only chicken gives us eggs and meat. Cheese, we all know cheese. Cheese is that nice yellow thing that comes out from milk. When you churn milk, it's called churning. When you churn milk, you get a nice, it's not butter, but you get a nice, I would say substance, or a nice, a nice thing. It's like, it's a bit like rubber, but it's cheese. It's cheese. That's cheese. It's yellow and it comes from milk. It's one of the dairy products. When you say dairy products, it's dairy products are a lot of food that comes from your milk from a cow. Then you've got challenge. Now, challenge can be has two meanings. Challenge comes in to say that when someone says I challenge you, means they want to compete against you. Or, challenge is also another way of saying dare. You can also say, I challenge you to do this. So I dare you to do this. So challenge is when you're trying to compete with someone. You say, no, no, something was very challenging. It's also in a saying that it was quite hard. So when you challenge, it's in when you're in a you can say a competition of some sort. That's the simplest way to say it, to say that you're in a challenge, you're in a competition, you're going against someone, right? That was the 2 minutes for writing the word. Chair. Chair is what you sit on, not a couch, but a chair is a single thing that we normally sit on, like at school. What we sit on in class by the desk, it's called a chair. Chain. Chain is metal that's put together in locks like this that we use to lock our gates with. That we use. Some people put chains, or like a gold chain. Like the musicians, they have chains around their necks that are like jewelry. So they're called chains. Understand? That's a chain. Choose. Choose is now when you're picking something. I choose you. Choose is when you're picking something at the current moment. Present tense, at the current moment. When you're picking something now, like now. Present tense, now. Like when you choose something now. When I say, I choose that TV, or I choose you, or choose. That is like to say, no, no. Choose between the left hand and the right hand. So I'm saying right now, which one do you pick? Let's choose. Choice is now when you've done it already. So you've made your choice. Choice is when you've already done it. When you've already chose. Yeah, you can say yeah, chose, but yes, choice comes from to saying that you've already done the picking. You've already picked something. So it's called a choice. All in all, that thing is called like the whole thing that you did there. It's called a choice. Cheer. Cheer is when normally in the stadiums when people shout and scream, they say no, no, cheer. Or when you're happy and you shout out loud, you're singing, you have good cheer. So cheers is more cited to happiness or celebration. That is cheer. Then cheek is this on your face, this it's called a cheek. Chat. Chat is when now you're speaking with someone. Yes, I had a chat with. So when we're talking to each other, like right now, we can say we're chatting. So that's chat. That's chat. That's chat. And that's chat. I see that you guys can't see the words here. I just got a message that you guys can't see the words. The screen is changing. I don't know how, but I see that you can't see the words. How do I do this? Let's see. Let me stop presenting. Uh, Let me stop presenting. Let me share the screen again. Let me share the screen again, and then let's see what happens then. Let me share the screen again like this. I think, can you guys see if I do it this way? Yeah. Is it better this way? I think it would be better this way. I don't know if it is better this way because I think that now, yeah. Let me just check. I hope that you guys can see. I'm going to do it this way now. I'm going to do it this way. I hope you guys can see. This way. So I'm going to leave it in this way. So I'll just select on the slide on the side. Right. So I think that this way it's better for you guys, for everyone to see. Where is my do? Where are you? You're here. No, I can't see you. How? Where's the cursor? It's fine. We'll just work like this. All right. So I hope everyone can see now. Just please write the words. I'll give you guys some more time to write the words. So we were at cheat. Cheat is when you play unfairly. And then cheap is when now you buy something that's not expensive. So when something's not expensive, you call it cheap. So I'm going to give you guys now 3 minutes to write the words because of the earlier mistake that no one could see the words. So I'm going to give you guys now a chance to see the words. I've left it in this way. I hope there's a better view now of the words. Here are the words. So it's chicken, it's cheese, it's challenge, it's chair, it's chain, it's choose, it's choice, it's cheer, it's cheek, it's chat, it's cheat, it's cheap. I hope everyone can see. Yeah, better. So everyone can see. Awesome. Please, guys, you have 2 minutes to write. 2 minutes to write. So I hope everyone can see. I'm leaving it this way. That means now what will happen going on from now, what we'll do is that we will, we'll present like this literacy, especially for challenges of seeing. So everyone is seeing. Then I'll also re-explain the words after you guys have written. So please write the words, then I re-explain everything again. Sorry about everyone that could not see. My deepest apologies. Deepest apologies. So I'm going to leave it like this because I think that everyone can see. Right. 2 minutes. You've got 1:30 left to write. Got 1:30 minutes to write. 1:30 minutes. Oh, now it's actually 51 seconds. Then I'm going to explain everything again. Please write all these words. Please, please, please write all these words. Right. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Oh, 10 seconds now to write everything. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time up. Chicken, guys. Again, let me start again from here. Where is my cursor? Seems I can't use the cursor in this mode. It's fine. So remember I said chicken, the first word we have there is chicken. Chicken is a bird that can't fly, but it's one that we can eat. You can eat also an ostrich, but our focus is on chicken. Chicken is a bird, a flightless bird that gives us eggs, that also gives us some meat. That's chicken. Challenge. That's cheese. Cheese, I said cheese is a dairy product. We normally call it dairy because it comes from milk. So it comes from milk, so we call it dairy. And it is coming from when you churn milk, you get cheese. It's yellow. It's normally put in our sandwiches. We normally put it in our bread. That's cheese. Then challenge is now when you compete with someone. When I come to you and I say, I challenge you to do this, it's now normally when I'm in a competition with you. So that is challenge. When I'm challenging someone, it's normally when you competition with them. That's challenge. Then we have chair. Chair, what we sit on at school are chairs. In classroom, what we're sitting on is called a chair. That's a chair. This is my chair. Remember, like when we said seat the other time, it also comes together with that. Chain, I said it's metal that's interlocked together. So not say, let me not say interlock, but it's metal that's like this, that is in a tight knot together, like locked in together. And it's the chains that we used to lock our gates with. Even some people, like they call them chains when it's like a gold necklace, but they call it a chain. It's a chain when it's around your neck. It's called a chain. Choose, sorry, choose is when you pick something. When I pick something, it's called choose. To choose something, it's like when I pick something, choose. But now at the current moment, if I said, like if you look now in the video, and I say choose between the blue marker and the black marker, that means right now I'm saying between these two, pick one. It's either the black marker or the blue marker. So that's choose. Choice is that if I decided to take the black one, it was my choice. To say, no, your choice was the black marker. So that is choice. Cheer is when you celebrate, when you're happy. Cheer, that's when you're saying not a person's of good cheer. It's when you're happy, when you celebrate. That is cheer. Cheek is this. This is called a cheek. Cheek, this is a cheek on your face, on the side. This is a cheek. Chat. Chat is when you, like what we're doing now, we're speaking to each other. That is chat. When I say no, I'm chatting to someone, it's called chat, speaking to each other. Cheat is like maybe in a game, or maybe when you're playing a sport and then you start to play unfairly, when you start to do wrong things to win. That's called cheat. You cheated. You when you did something wrong, you cheated. Like let's say we're playing soccer and now you decide to pick up the ball and run. That is what? Cheat. And then cheap is something that is not expensive. That is cheap. Something that's not expensive is cheap. I hope we wrote all the words down, and I will make these slides available. I think my voice is going away, but it's fine. My sentences. These are the sentences that I did, and then I'm going to give you guys sentences that you should do on your own, which you're going to show for us in the Q&A. So here are my sentences. These are my sentences. I could only choose between a burger or a cheese sandwich. I could only choose between a burger or a cheese sandwich. My next sentence. Last week, church was closed by the police. Last week, church was closed by the police. Next sentence. Tomorrow, I'm going to try some math challenges. Tomorrow, I'm going to try some math challenges. First sentence there. I could only choose between a burger or a cheese sandwich. I could only choose between a burger or a cheese sandwich. Last week, the church was closed by the police. Last week, the church was closed by the police. Tomorrow, I'm going to try some math challenges. Tomorrow, I'm going to try some math challenges. Here are the sentences that I did. Now, let me give you the words for sentences that you must do, that I'll give you 3 minutes to do them. Take your time. You have 3 minutes to do the sentences. Yeah, let's say 3 minutes to do a sentence per word. So it's one sentence per word. You get to do between chance, chicken, cheat, chip, and cheek. Chance, chicken, cheat, chip, and cheek. Now, let me just, before you start the sentences, what is chance? When chance is like an opportunity, or like chance, how do I say? Chance. Yes, chance is like when you were given not really an opportunity, or you are allowed to do something, you understand? uh, or in a game, I can say it's your chance to play. So now it's also your turn, like your turn for you to do something. It's able you to do something. That's more of chance. We did chicken, we did cheat. And then chip. Chip is like, normal chip, like the ones we eat. The ones that we eat, we call them chips. There's a chip. And then cheek, we also explained. So that's chance and chip. So now you guys do sentences with either chance and with these words, one word per sentence. Chance, chicken, cheat, chip, and cheek. You've got, yeah, let me be nice and kind and give you 4 minutes to do them. 4 minutes to do these words. One sentence per word. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. One sentence per word. And then when we go for Q&A now, that's where we're going to actually see the sentences. So you can write them in the Q&A, but write them first in your book because 4 minutes is a lot of time. 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 'About close to 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Can I just quickly go to the Q&A? Quickly go to the Q&A. I'm just yeah. Let me quickly go to the Q&A. Let me quickly go to the Q&A to see what's going on during the Q&A. We're going to go back to the slides. Quickly go. I'm just here by the Q&A. I just want to see what's happening. I had a chance. Okay, can't see you. Okay, that's dismissed. Dancer, I eat a chip. My mom kissed me on the cheek. Oh, awesome, 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 awesome. This is what I like. This is what I like. Sir, can we raise our hands? All right, guys, we're going to go. Let me just do one more slide. One more slide. And then we're going to go, and then in the Q&A, we're going to do some answers. So now we're done with this. It's supposed to be our question time now. And yeah, all right. So next, please write my email address. Then we're going to just interact now in the Q&A. Write my email address. Again, if you have my email address, awesome. If you don't, please write my email address. Here's my email address. And then there's also, you get the videos on Africa Teen Geeks. So yeah, right, here's my email address. And then now we can go back to the Q&A where I'll write my email address. And then you guys can ask me questions right now. Because yeah, you can ask me questions. And then after that will be bye-bye. Tomorrow, we're going to do another one. So who has questions? Anyone who has a question that now can put them up in the Q&A so I can answer them. Let me just quickly write my email address for you guys also, so that I can send you guys the slide and more resources. And I hope that you guys are reading, because I did send out that reading a very long time ago. But please, I hope you guys are reading. There's my email address on the chat. But now can we please, let me go through the different ones and then it's good. So I have in the Q&A, we have my mom kissed me on the cheek. Beautiful, Hayden, beautiful. Anonymous says, I eat a chip. That's, or you can say, I ate a chip. That's a nice one. I had a chance to choose what I want. That's a beautiful one. I had a chance to choose what I want. So, right now, if there's any questions, if there's no questions at all, because now you can ask me questions. If there's no question at all, then we're done. What I'll do is that I'll put my email address again inside. I'll put my email address again, that your parents can send me an email. Then I'll send you guys these slides, and then also I'll give you access to the Google Drive file that I use, that I save all my things on. Everything involved in teaching you guys, you just get access from me there. But if there are no questions, I'll give a minute for anyone who has any question. If there's no questions, then I will say bye-bye if there are no questions. But I think that we're done. So that was the sound. That's all. Today we're just doing the sound. So if there are no questions, let me just re-show the slides one more time. Right. So here are the words that we're doing. We're doing chicken, we're doing cheese, we're doing challenge, we're doing chair, we're doing chain, we're doing choose, we're doing choice, we're doing cheer, we're doing cheek, we're doing chat, we're doing cheat, and we're doing chip. Cheap. So those are the words that we're doing. Cha 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 all the time. Cha 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 cha. So if there are no questions, and I think everyone has understood, you guys can just send me an email. Guys can send me an email, and then that's it. If there are no questions, then it's bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for joining me in the lesson. See you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.